have one little message for you guys, and that is, don't fear spending time alone. A lot of times, my best moments are when I am allowing myself to spend time alone. A lot of us, even myself, sometimes we are taught that when we are alone, we are lonely, that we are antisocial, we don't have friends, we are not popular, we are disliked, because if we were liked, we would be surrounded by all this posse of people. But I'm telling you, clear all that junk that has told you that if you are spending time alone, then you must not have friends. You must not be content because you must be very lonely. It's a very sad life to spend time alone. But I'm telling you that your best discoveries are going to be found when you are spending time alone. So when you're spending time alone, sometimes you can really discover what it is that you truly want. We don't need a bunch of posse around us to get that feeling inside of our heart of joy, of peace, of feeling like a belonging in this world. That's why we have friends, because we love that feeling of belonging. That's why we have romantic relationships as well. But sometimes we need to take a step back, okay? And we need to spend time alone to connect with ourselves and discover what really is going to give us that true sense of belonging. What kind of friendship, what kind of relationship? Because we're in the age of Aquarius, and I feel like in order for us to truly manifest true love, I feel like we need to really sit alone and to discover what it is our heart is trying to tell us. So a lot of times when I'm around my posse of people, sometimes I feel like all the energies Hello. A lot of the energies kind of, it makes me very excited, it makes me very blissful and very joyful, but sometimes I feel like sometimes I need to spend time alone so I can do my deep breathing, so I can reflect, okay? So I can reflect on the adventures that me and my friends went on together. So a lot of times we're just so busy, we're jumping, we're hanging out with this friend, and then we're hanging out with that friend, and then we're going over there, and then we're hanging out with all this friends and those friends. And sometimes the energy of it can be more depleting of our energy than elevating our energy. So don't be afraid to walk around the city alone, okay? Because when you're really in a state of receptivity, you are allowing yourself to be surrounded by opportunities, okay? And a lot of times when we are with our friends, we are in our comfort zone, and in our comfort zone, sometimes it's hard for us to recognize the opportunities that are around us. It feels like when I'm alone, I'm more vigilant, okay? Then when I'm with my friends, I'm not as vigilant of what my surroundings, because I'm more focused on my friends and what's going on. But when I'm alone, I seem more vigilant. I'm more sensitive to my feelings. I'm more sensitive to other people around me. I'm more sensitive to the environments I'm in. Okay, I'm more just absorbing everything that's around me. Okay. So a lot of times when we're with our posse, we try to, naturally we want a sense of belonging. So sometimes we we try to adapt ourselves. We try to maybe bend ourselves to be able to accommodate our posse's personalities, okay? Because when you have a group of, posse or a group of friends together, with all these different personalities, in order for all these personalities to mesh well, people need to kind of, little bit, it's like compromise, Everybody's heard of compromise in relationships, but the compromise I'm talking about is not of settling or hiding or not being yourself. No, it's of being compassionate and understanding to individuals and their personalities, okay? And recognizing that even though their personalities may be contrasting from yours, may be polar opposite from yours, but you need to recognize that each and every personality, okay, you have the capacity within yourself to take on that personality. So even though you may say, oh, that person's personality is totally different from mine, I'm extroverted and they're totally introverted, you have within you that personality type. You just are not in the embodiment of it at that current moment. But you never know when you may be the embodiment. We all have the capacity to embody whatever personality we want. It's just right at this moment we are picking which one we want to embody in this moment. So when you can recognize all these personality types are really, you have it within you, you begin to realize that, I feel like you also begin to really understand, compromise. Begin to understand. Compromise to me is understanding, okay, how does my friend, what best makes them feel cared for, okay? Because the way people feel cared for is different, okay? It's different. Just like the way what works for me, what makes me really feel cared for is maybe different from my other friend. But sometimes, like I said, when we are really in our posse, we're more worried about, okay, sort of bending ourselves and compromising, in order to really create harmony in our friendship, in our posse. But when we're alone, we're connecting with our purest energies, okay? Our purest energy. That's where we can find a lot of discoveries about ourselves. Because when we're in purest energy, when we are really focused and vigilant on everything that is around us, everything that's going on within us, we can really pick up on our emotions. Sometimes it's like a bug. Sometimes it's hard for us to pick up on our emotions when we're really trying to present ourselves in a manner where we, when we're with our posses, where we can be able to be understanding to the other individual's personality, okay? Be able to adapt ourselves to our friends and to their unique needs. So really, I feel like this message is just about allowing yourself to it's okay to be alone. Magic really can happen when you're alone. Like right now, I feel like I'm just going to go down to the city. As you can see, the city is over there, down there. Can't really see it in the dark, but I'm going to go down there and just kind of walk around. I do that sometimes at night, so I can just feel out my own energy, connect with my energy. What is my energy? And sometimes our friendships can help us, or help us to understand ourselves better. Because I always say the best way to understand yourself is to see what kind of friends you're manifesting for yourself. You can tell yourself by your friendships, okay? Because when I look at my friends and I just see, wow, I see such loving kindness in them. I see just all these things, even, just these loving, positive energies. I really recognize that, wow, I have this in me, because my friendships is merely my vibration sending out a signal, and friends coming into my life are those responding to that signal. We have all different octaves of signals, and the octave signal I send out is a unique octave, and the friends that come into my life are responding to that unique octave. And that's how I get to know my unique octave, okay, my unique, you could say, vibration, or we have a spectrum of vibration. I send out this particular vibration. The friends that come in are basically individuals that are responding to that vibration because they can hear that vibration, because they're tapped into that vibration. Okay, that's why we have friends that, like attracts like sort of thing. Really, your friends, the people you associate with, really show what kind of vibrational standpoint you're in your life, what kind of signal you're sending out to the cosmos. So when I see my friends, I'm just like, wow, they're so cool, they're so playful, and so just silly, and just have this like light in their eye. It really shows me that that's the signal I'm sending out. And of course, friends, everyone has insecurities, everyone has fears, and yes, my friends do reflect that back to me. They do have similar fears and insecurities that I do, that when I send my signal out, yeah, I do have fear and insecurity that is kind of attached to that vibration I'm sending out, and my friends coming into my life are responding to that vibration. So therefore their insecurities and their fears may not be exactly mine, but they're going to somehow be, they're going to be like relevant to my own, okay? Because I may not recognize that, that they have insecurities and they have fears. I don't have those insecurities and fears, but when I really look at the friendship, I really realize, I'm like, oh, I actually do. I just really not aware of it, because I don't like to be aware of that part of me, because society says fear and insecurity is not good. It's negative. So just wanted to share this message with you guys of this lovely sunset that's going down and down and down. And I did see over there, I saw this weird light. I don't know what it was. Kind of like, looked like a bright light, and then I thought it was an airplane. I don't really see too many airplanes in Segovia for some reason, but it was a light. It was like right over kind of the cathedral over there, and I was like, oh, there's an airplane, and then the light just got really dim, and then it went away. So I don't really know what sort of plane can do that. I don't know if it was a helicopter. I would hear it if it was, but it's very interesting. I don't know if that was a UFO, but to me it seemed like a UFO because I didn't really know. I don't see planes, their light just going blank, like off. I've never seen any sort of plane where their light just goes off, and I don't think we're near any military base, so I don't think they're doing any sort of military secret plane stuff. So just okay, well, bye you guys.